Close your eyes, come to me, feel alright. Just dance with me all through the night, turn it out, close to you. I feel good, 'cause I just know feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright. I feel good on you, alright. To make a groove all night. Close your eyes, come to me, feel alright. Just dance with me all through the night, turn it out, close to you. I feel good, 'cause I just know feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright. I feel good. Just walk your step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright. I feel good on you, alright. To make a groove all night. Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me, feel alright. I feel good on you, alright. Make a groove all night. Close your eyes, come to me. Close your eyes.
All right. Hello, hello, hello. All right, so today will be a little tiny bit different. Okay, not much. You're still getting your regularly scheduled slop. Not slop. We're not slop, right? But I will be testing out some brushes I got. Now they're not technically new brushes, but they are new. And so what I mean is, so a couple of years back, I got the True Grit Comic Creators bundle of brushes. So that's like the Rusty Nib, which is their inking. That's the Chromograph, which is their like pencil. There's halftones, there is even like coloring for comics, and there's I think stippling as well, and some textures. I've used most of them throughout the process, but, and there's a big but, eventually I switched to Clip Studio. And I imported them in, and they do work, but they don't work the way that they would work in Photoshop. And I just kind of made do for a long time. I was just like, yeah, I'll deal with it. Not all these brushes are going to work the right way, and that's all right. I have gotten the Clip Studio brushes now, and I have gotten rid of the Photoshop ones out of Clip Studio, imported these Clip Studio ones, and now we're going to try them out. Also, it's like super bright in here, so I'm just going to like adjust my window real quick. The light just like hits me right in the face. It kind of still is, sorry. Hold on. I don't mind if it's bright in here, but it just like, it's really kind of blowing me out a little bit. And so now I'm gonna play with them and see how it goes. I'm not gonna try to do anything too crazy because really what I mostly want to see is using the same type of brushes that I was using before. What's the difference? What does that look like? And I think I might experiment with some of these new different brushes on some of these upcoming panels in the next couple days, because there are 3-4-ish big panels that are coming up that I can do some weird stuff with, like I did originally, and I want them to be a bit unique, so I can try doing some different stuff. So I probably will. So that being said, I think we're just gonna jump in. We're gonna try out these brushes. I paid for them, so in no way is this sponsored or anything like that. This is just my opinion on what I think it is really like. So as you can see in the top left, I have them all organized now. I really wish Clip Studio had a way to like make these, like make the selections up here a little bit bigger, you know? Because I actually don't want it split up by like 3. Like maybe if it was split up by 2 and these were a bit bigger, I would really like that. But I feel like you can't make them, like make the view bigger. I think this is about as big as it gets. And if I stretch this out, you just kind of get more of them, which is not what I want. I guess this is it. I kind of want them like taller. That's what I really want. All right. So we've got this left panel here, which is also going to take a little bit of figuring out because there's a side panel in here that kind of sticks out. Hey, how's it going? There's like a panel within a panel here. And I didn't figure it out when I first created this, so we're gonna do that now, I guess. How did I? Oh yeah, figure. I don't know if you can like rotate a panel like this. Maybe with this tool. Oh, you can. Okay. Oh, but it's a little awkward to move. But I think this will be fine. All right. This is all gonna go in here. Yeah. Okay. And then I think a little less. What's tough is, so I'm gonna have this drawing in this panel. I'm gonna have this forest background in this panel. And then this character here is actually gonna be on top of everything in a separate layer. So I think I'm gonna need to delete this layer, bring a copy up there, and then bring an additional copy up here. And then we'll see how that goes. I think that'll work. But we don't want to start. Do we want to start with him? Maybe we do. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. And then I figure since we're trying out these new brushes, we'll just see how this goes. All right. What was the name of my regular brush? I think it was like classic or something. I don't remember. It wasn't anything too weird. Classic liner? Seems like that might be it. I think so. Maybe I had it over here. I might have removed it from here though. Classic liner rough. Is that this one? Classic brush liner? Is that what it was? Yeah. Looks like it. So this is the new version of it. Feels nice. Feels pretty normal. All right. Oh, maybe a little smaller. So I'll say that whenever I first got them and I was using them in Photoshop, and that was like the intended experience, I did love them. I thought they were great. I was kind of disappointed that when I swapped over to Clip Studio, because I love Clip Studio, that the brush engine kind of like breaks them a little bit. It's just kind of annoying that like you have to buy them for each app, which is why I just kind of held out for so long, just not using the intended brush format. But I don't know, they feel really. I guess what I will say is if I come back and use this one, this one's clearly more textured than it was before. Or I guess the original one that I was using is more textured, a little bit more gritty than this one. But that's probably a good thing. It'll probably prevent some of those black lines from coming up. And then I think it's a little less laggy. And I think that was like one of my biggest complaints, is that like so much of Clip Studio would be lagging, specifically when it came to the brush engine. I think there's also like I don't know. Just feels very smooth. I don't know how to describe it. But it feels good. It feels good so far. I like it. I normally use these materials for the halftones. But because mostly I'm drawing the halftones anyways, I might try the halftones in here and see how that goes. I mean, one of the main things I'll say too is brushes certainly don't make you any better. But from what I can tell, if you know how to use brushes, True Grit does have some of these like really, really impressive brushes. Like they can do a lot of stuff, and it's really nice to play with them. And I love that it's very focused on like kind of like traditionalizing your work a little bit. They're very good at that, and they like even just they're obviously focused more on brushes than anything. But if you dig around their site a little bit, you can also find like texture packs and stuff like that, which are kind of sick. Like they have an organic one, they have like a photocopy one I saw. I don't have any of those. I'm not built like that, but it would be cool to play around with those. There's also like this level that I don't really love about this version, where sometimes the line kind of like tapers off really thin. It's kind of like a little less naturally than I'd like. I don't know. I can't replicate it, so I'll have to just kind of keep an eye out for why that happens. I think it's easier to if I just get rid of the... Is it this one? Yeah, get rid of this so I can just draw him without worrying about anything. Oh my god, this morning, and probably still now, like my upstairs neighbors are so loud. They're so loud. I'm pretty sure it's like a family with like one or more little kids. Because at first I was like, man, like what kind of obnoxious person is up there like just running around? Like it honestly does, like I know people say this all the time, but it does actually sound like a bowling alley, because you will hear something rolling back and forth constantly. And you're like, what the hell is going on? And my window was open this morning. And I just start hearing like a mom, like not yelling, but like kind of yelling at their kid, trying to get them to behave or something. And at the same time, I'm hearing stuff like upstairs like crazy. I've closed my window, but honestly, that kid is got a lot of energy. They really, their vibe persists beyond the ceiling and floor. It really does. I don't mind it too much, but when I am recording stuff for like videos, oh my god, it's so loud. That's about the only time it's annoying. Because I don't know, like I've grown up around a lot of kids. Like I was always one of the eldest kids around. So while I'm a teenager, there are like 4 to 12-year-olds around me all the time. And kids are loud, man. Kids are loud and they like to have fun. You know, and I feel like if, especially if you're like, oh, the kids are cooked these days, you know, and you're annoyed by stuff like 6'7" or whatever, and like, you're not cool enough to be on TikTok or whatever, like, then you should at the very least be cool with kids that are loud and running around and playing and having fun, you know? So I'm like, you can't just like, you can't just hate them both. You know, you got to deal with one. So, personally, I say let the kids do what they want, man. I mean, the kids are sometimes cooked a little bit. I've seen some comments where I'm like, man, dude, like, your worldview will change one day, but maybe not now. That's okay. Oh, that's right. I can't go beyond. I can go beyond the frame, so I gotta be careful. All right. I'm gonna just try to make this look like he's kind of reaching out a little bit. Oh yeah, that's right. Don't go beyond there. There we go. They are running around up there like crazy. I don't know if it's like loud enough that the mic can pick it up, but it is kind of insane how much they just like. It's a full-on sprint, and it's like back and forth. It's so fast. Like I will hear it in my kitchen in less than a second. I'm hearing it like above me and then over in the living room. It's insane. Need to get him into sports or something, man, because, whoo, that kid's got energy. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm glad. I have, like, some minor effects on the mic to try to keep things a little bit nice, but I don't know how good they are. I'm not really an audio person. Let's see. This one? Yeah, it's this one. Just want to fill that in with black. I like that. Yes, exactly. 6.7 is just 21, which is also just 69, which is also just 420. And, you know, I feel like there was a small moment of popularity where 24 and 25 was a thing. It's the same thing, you know? There's nothing really to get. There's nothing really to get. It's just, you just say it, and then it's cool when other people say it too, or when they get it. That's it. I did like that piece that you posted the other day. Thought that was cool. I have a video, a short that I made. I made it yesterday, actually, before I even saw your piece. And it was about, it comes out, I think, in like a few days. But it's about how I think people should use text and typography in their artwork more, and people don't. And I think that's a shame, because I think it's cool. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think you should lean into that kind of stuff a little more. It looks really good. I remember when I was kind of first getting into like art classes and graphic design classes, especially in high school. I wasn't super confident in my drawing ability, and doing stuff that was a little bit more obscured and like I went a little bit more abstract, but it kind of helped me like at least build some confidence to try drawing stuff more. And that was really nice to do. I'm really glad that I actually did that. Like maybe I could have spent some more time drawing to like practice fundamentals or something, but like just being able to build the confidence that I had to be able to do stuff now, I feel like that was kind of necessary to like try some experimental stuff like that. Okay, that might be it for him. So what we need to do, I can select everything here and this little tiny spot and then inverse it. Did I do that right? Maybe not. I think I want to not select all of this stuff here. Or that. Or any of this. Right? Yeah. And then I think we just need one layer that is pure white. Right? If we do that, we can turn that back on. And if we turn this on, did that do what I wanted it to do? I don't know. If I bring this down, it did. Okay, all right, it did. Just label my layer there. Okay. Now I think I'm good to do tone. The tone has to go above the white, right? These panels make it a little bit more confusing than normal. Okay. Does this actually have good tone? It has tonal wash. I don't know, let's just try it and see what happens. Oh, I'm using white. How is that compared to this? Is it like any different? Because I think I built this with the textures from True Grit. Alright, so we have this, and we have this. It's really not that different. Yeah, I think we just keep toning the way that we normally do. It looks pretty much the same. And even though it takes a little bit of time to load, I still think it's faster than just drawing it all. Okay. Okay. I think just the shirt and the halftone. Oh, we'll get to try the halftone as well. That might be what I'm most excited for, because there's a lot of options. Some of these dogs are going crazy too. It's a loud day. It's a loud day today. All right. So we can turn that back on. Wow, it does look like so much cleaner compared to the old brush. I actually don't know if I like it as much because it's so clean. There's still some of these little things I have to fix, and I have to go back and find my brush. This one. I know it's labeled as like a rough brush, but like really how rough is it? Doesn't feel that rough. You know? I don't know. Okay. It should be fine. And there's like one tiny one there. But yeah, these little corners get a little annoying to fill. Alright, let's stop messing around. Let's try... Is it beat tones? So rough dots. 60 degrees. 70%. That's a bit thick. 60 degrees, 30%. Still a little bit thick. What about 45 degrees? Okay, that's pretty light then. So I'm somewhere in the mid. Oh, I think this is the one. 45, 30. There's a combo. What's a combo? If I increase the size of my brush and then I decrease it. Okay, cool. Interesting. There's also grainy dots. These are only 60 degrees though? Why? Why can't I get 45 degrees? 45 degree line. Shader? What is this? Oh, that's nice. That is so nice. It's pressure activated. Look at that. That's so cool. I was not expecting that. Wow, you can get like really dark with it too. That's really cool. Yeah, these are kind of sick. You can do that with the lines too. Oh man. Oh man, these are cool. Okay. I didn't really play with these whenever I got them in Photoshop because I wasn't doing halftones. But these are like really cool. 45 degrees, and they have 145 as well. Okay. All right, we've got some cool stuff going. I like this. I like this one a lot. This one's really cool. All right, let's try working with this and see how it goes. I think the only thing is I like being able to use a mask. I mean, you kind of can't. Kinda can't. Okay, maybe the medium is my jam though. Because you can still go pretty light. What about dark? What does that look like? That's kind of too much. Also, what's the difference between rough and grainy? This is rough. Oh, this is the one. This is grainy. Interesting. I think I like the grainy. That's the one. And then, hold on, if I'm... Alright, this is 8 texture density. What's higher than that? Okay, don't do that. Don't do that. Leave it at 8. But I think the scale ratio is what I want changed, maybe. What's 40 look like? Yes, okay. We want something in the middle, though. Like 60. That's perfect. And that's so much easier to use, actually. But wait, if I lower the scale ratio, and then I increase the texture density... No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it to do that. It just kind of ruins the brush. All right, let's just play with it and see how I like it. I think I do gotta add a little bit more details to this guy. Looks pretty, especially with the smoother brush. I might have to try a different one. I think my regular one is just too clean in this version. Yeah, this is it takes some practice. It's not as intuitive as I thought it would be. I gotta like really understand how it all comes together a little bit. Okay. I think it's also encouraging me to use more halftones and then use the varying weight to emphasize the shadows. It's not meant to be as sparse as some of the other ones. Also, can this change retroactively? No. Cannot. I do think like I gotta leave it at 60 for this one, but maybe I'll change it for other ones. Yeah, and also I do think that like medium might be the move. I think medium is the move. Because I just can't get it to look like shadows in the right spot. I think medium will let me like push a little harder where I want to. Because I think even when I push really hard on light, it's not doing what I want it to do. Okay, from a distance it feels better doing it that way. The medium. I think overall, I mean, first impression is that I do think it is worth using these brushes. They're just like, they're not cheap, but I think if you know what you want, you can get them for cheap. Like, because you can get a whole pack for like $11 right now, which is still not like the cheapest. I've seen some free to like extremely cheap packs before, and it's not these, but I've certainly seen worse as well. But I guess at the same time, like, you are kind of getting what you pay for. They're pretty good. I'm surprised with how much I like them. I guess a nice thing about doing this is I can also swap between these so easily. And I might want to try the 45 at some point too. Like, see, I can really easily create that, like, halftone gradient. And I barely even know what I'm doing with these brushes right now. Can make it even darker. Yeah. Dang. That's pretty sick. And you really don't need more than just a light, medium, dark. Like, that's enough. I think you just gotta remember to, like, swap the scale a little bit. This is that track that reminds me of Sister Freed. Just one of those boss songs that is just permanently ingrained in my brain. It'll never not be. Damn, yeah, this is the halftones alone. If you use halftones, these are the ones. This is crazy good and crazy easy to use once you kind of like figure out how to mix and match them. The third phase, yeah, it's I failed at that fight. So, oh yeah, the cutscenes are it's like the best ones. But I failed at that fight so many times that I can no hit the first phase every single time because I had that memorized, but I just could not get past the third phase. And that's crazy because I'm not I'm not a challenge run kind of guy or anything like that. I don't think I mean, like, I've had some easy bosses where I've like no hit them, but like never done anything like that before. But Sister Freed's first phase is a no hit for me very easily because of just how many times I die to it. And I think also because of that, in any like Souls game now, it's like if I really struggle at something and I'm like, and I gotta switch to something else, it's always just gonna be a katana now because that's what I was using for that run. And then I just had to get really good with the katana to beat her because it was so hard. Like, I tried doing Elden Ring with like a faith build because I never did any magic or faith or anything like that in any of the other games. I always went strength or dexterity. And yeah, there was I think, who was it? Certainly like the final concert Radon, but also I think like what is it? Not Godfrey. What's his name? He's Horalu, that guy. That one I also had to be like, I just need a katana. Just hand me the katana and I'll take care of it, but I can't do it with magic right now. It's too hard. No, DS2 is the only one I haven't played aside from Demon Souls. I know a lot of people say they don't like it. I'm not really opposed to doing it anyways. Honestly, what I'm waiting for right now, because they have some like Dark Souls project they're probably working on that they're probably going to announce at some point. I think it might be a Dark Souls 2 remaster. That would be sick. And if it is, I think I might wait for that. If it's not, then maybe I'll just pick up like Scholar of the First Sin and then give it a shot at some point because I have some time. But no, I haven't done Dark Souls 2. The only reason I did Dark Souls 1 and 3 is because I beat I finally borrowed somebody's PS4 and beat Bloodborne. And I had bought Dark Souls 3 in a bundle with Dark Souls 1 around the time it came out, and then I just like never played them. And so once I beat Bloodborne, I was like, I think I should play the Dark Souls games. And so I had those two, and that's why I played those two. All right. Oh man, getting the like platinum or the like all achievements on Steam or whatever. Oh my goodness, it's so rough. I was almost gonna do it for Dark Souls 3, and then with the whole like, you need all this stuff with invasions, and I couldn't bring myself to do it because I don't know. It was just I was like that. I don't know if the time investment is it for me right now. I did that for Elden Ring and Bloodborne and Sekiro. And Sekiro is one of the worst ones because you just need to farm like one guy like over 300 times to get like an achievement, which is like to get enough like souls essentially to like get all of the what is it called, the moves or whatever. And oh my goodness, and Sekiro, it's rough. I can't believe I did that. Oh yeah, I've heard about that too. I mean, the Sekiro thing is like on par with that staircase thing from what I've heard. Cause it's nuts. It's nuts. But I feel like everybody will do something like that a little bit in some game. I kind of did that for. I felt like one of the hard games that I got a perfect on is Inscription. That one was also like, oh, it was so rough. It's just like banging your head against the wall. Yeah, I don't know why I do it either. Like, I'm like, nobody's looking at my trophy case. Like, I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. But, I don't know. There's like some masochistic side that's like, I have to. I have to prove my love for this game. Yeah, I really wanted to do the Dark Souls 3 perfect because out of all the games, Dark Souls 3 is still my favorite. There's just like not a lot that I don't like about it. Cause I did a lot of crazy stuff in Dark Souls 3. Like I beat Yorm without the Storm Wielder and without Sigurd. And that was insane. That took so long to do. But I feel like that's another one of those things where I'm like, I don't know why I'm doing this. There's no benefit for me to do this, but I'm like, I have to do this. And I love beating gimmick bosses without using the gimmick. I always forget, like Rykard in Elden Ring. Oh my god, that was so rough to not use the gimmick weapon and still have to beat him. And oh my goodness. That was crazy. It took so long to do both of those fights. And I hate the ancient wyvern fight too in Dark Souls 3 only because I couldn't do that one. I couldn't gimmick that one. He just like, if you fight him straight on, he just does too much damage, and even if you're pretty built out, like every hit is doing like 20 damage. For no reason, this one dragon has so much like armor. It's insane. It's like, yeah, I can deal with the King of the Storm, no problem, but Ancient Wyvern, yeah, no, Katana does no damage. Hey, I'm good. How are you? Regardless, though, I feel like even though I have a personal vendetta against Ancient Wyvern, I do think that it's one of the only flaws in Dark Souls 3 for me. It's such a good game. It's such a good game. I don't know if I needed to do all that. I'm probably just noodling around for no reason. I think we can move on. So next is this panel. Yeah, it's been a little while. I'm a few pages ahead. Alright. Actually, I think I need one more layer for this one. Do you want the taxi? He's kind of ugly in this storyboard. I think I'm just going to do a general silhouette here because he's kind of hideous. I did not draw him very well. And then I think I'll follow this instead. Alright. Maybe I also adjust his legs a little bit. I mean, he's kind of just standing here. So I'm like, maybe it's more interesting if he's kind of taking a step or something. And then we go like this or something. His knee would be a little bit lower, I think. Maybe like in his pocket or something. Alright, I'll see you. Thanks for popping in. Okay. And then I think I'll just follow this. Yeah. Scary. Well, I guess I do also need... Let's work on the taxi first, which is a nightmare. I hate drawing like objects that are concrete in their construction because then I'm like, oh no. Every flaw about my drawing ability will be shown. SpongeBob as a JoJo reference. Should I do this? Should I? Maybe if I do it at a lower... Oops, I don't know what's going on anymore. Oh, this is gonna use like all 10% of my brain power. What the... Especially because I didn't figure it out in the storyboard. It's gonna be something like that. Maybe. That doesn't make sense, because doors gotta... How do car doors connect to cars? I think they actually go up. I think they go up here. Like this. I think that's how my car door works. I don't know. This is kind of like a not so long Crown Victoria, so... Because they have like hinges. Like, I think that's what I was doing here. I don't know. I only really drew cars when I was like 5 years old and thought cars were cool. Because even the big panel I just did yesterday. I mean, the taxi actually looked alright, but it could be better. I think I curved up way too much there at the end of this line. We'll just... That never happened. Nobody ever saw that. My apartment's also so cold. My hands are freezing. Okay. Such contemplative music. Yeah, I guess that's true. I was just trying to go for like a classic taxi car. But the only time I really ever rode in taxis was the like black cabs in London. And that's just like a tourist thing. And I feel like they're very new. It doesn't feel like you're in an old car. I just found it kind of crazy that they were cheaper than Ubers. But the one time I did ride in an Uber over there, it was insane. It was kind of crazy. I was like, this might not be the safest bet. Oof. Maybe about there? Nope, nope. We're gonna ignore where I started that line. We're gonna ignore that whole part, actually, is what we're gonna do. Maybe more than that. We're gonna ignore everything I do for the next 10 seconds because it doesn't exist. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just adjust it slightly. Alright. I'm just going for believable. I just gotta remind myself that. You just gotta believe that it's a taxi, and if you do, I've done my job. Okay. And then I can kinda just fuck off over here a little bit because no, I gotta go a little farther. Here. And then everything here does not matter. It's all whoops. This part does though. It's the bumper. Yeah, everything here doesn't matter. We just connect it because nobody will ever see that. I just need the border to fill in the tone. So it'll look stupid, but when it's actually done, it's not gonna. Nobody will know. Nobody will know. All right. Did I just remembered, did that Halloween like mod thing that you guys were doing? Did that ever happen? So picky about my rounded corners. Yep. Oh, voice crack. That was cute. Yeah, it would be cool to do that. I'm still down, even if it's not Halloween. What was I doing here? Oh yeah. Okay. I think we just need the, like, interior here. No, I wouldn't go that far. I think it would just hop over a little bit there. Oh wow. I've heard about Vintage Story, but I never played it myself. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a little bit of it. And like, and when I mean a little bit, it's like less than like the length of a TikTok. But I don't know, the beginning of it didn't convince me, so I never really tried it out. But also, I don't think I did a lot of mods in general. I'm kind of like new to all that stuff. I think I was just like randomly really good at vanilla, and I was pretty happy with that. Oh yeah, this thing. Eldritch Horrors? It looked so like rustic to me, so that surprises me to hear. This has got a curve over, I think, maybe. That does seem pretty fun. I feel like if it's got multiplayer, like if it's built for that, that could make it even more fun. I did a little bit of Night Rain. It's like it's more detailed. Oh yeah, yeah. It's the but then, yeah, yeah. That kind of reminds me of like what is it? The Forest. You know, you're like, oh, this is cute. It's like a survival game, and then you're like, oh man, I really gotta survive. We just want to... Well, that was, like, wrong and illegal. Okay, this will be fine. And then I can turn this down. Let me turn the taxi down a little bit too. Oh, I think I was saying something about Night Rain. I tried a little bit of Night Rain. Because I had a friend who was kind of like, oh, I want to play a game with you. What should we play? And he's played like Dark Souls and Demon Souls, and he was playing Elden Ring. And he was almost done with the DLC. And so I was like, oh, we should do Night Rain because it's about to come out. And he was like, well, I want to finish the DLC first. Yeah. Yeah. I just go silent, you know, just completely nonverbal for a second. I was doing that yesterday too. I was like detailing buildings and I was like, I haven't spoken for like 5 minutes straight. But I'm like, okay, yeah, go ahead, beat the DLC or whatever. And then he starts struggling with Radon. And like rightfully so. That's like the hardest shit ever in my life. And I had already beat him. So I was like, yeah, if you need help, I can hop in. I had to do a new game plus and then beat the game up until you can get to the DLC and then get all the way over there. And then I caught up so I could like help him out. And I love throwing shade at him for it, so it's okay. But we struggle for like a week trying to get this guy to die. And we go through builds and stuff and trying different stuff, and it's just rough as hell. And then he looks at me and he's like, dude, this is my last try. This is it. I'm done. And I was like, damn, okay. And it was so cinematic. We beat it. We beat it just barely by like the skin of our teeth. And I'm like, hell yeah, okay, we're good now. And then he's like, no, I hated that so much. I don't want to play I don't want to play Night Rain. And I'm like, dude, I bought this game for us to play. What the hell? So I had to play most of it myself. That was so annoying. Especially since I had to suffer to like help him beat Radon. I was like, oh, you made me suffer through this twice, man. I know. Like, he was so ready to just give up. He was so frustrated. And like, I get it because he's hard as hell, but like, I was like, that is a beautiful moment in our friendship. And then he's like, yeah, I'm not playing Elden Ring, Night Rain. I'm not doing it. So no, I have played some of it. I've got it to the point where I guess you can fight the last Night Lord after beating a few of them. So I have. But also, there's like so much in it that I haven't, like, I've not done any of the Everdark stuff. I've barely explored any of the like shifting Earths where it's like the map changes. And there's new DLC that's coming out too. So there's a lot I haven't done yet. It's just one of those games where I'm like, I love playing that kind of stuff. It feels like the right way to experience multiplayer Dark Souls, because I feel like You know, when you do stuff. Well, I guess technically it's Elden Ring, but you know what I mean. When you do multiplayer, it's kind of janky. You know, it's not like built for that. And Night Rain is like a really fun way to do it. Right. And yeah, I've just done it solo, which is not too bad. I've done all right. I feel like honestly the first one was the hardest. The first Night Lord for me. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I tried that a little bit and I was like, this it just sucks because like I'm okay with like playing with randoms. Like I played CS:GO as a kid for so long and you just deal with so many weird random people. But you can't like talk to them at all. There's like no text chat or anything. So you just kind of got to trust a little bit. And I just feel like that's not a game where you can just like trust. You know, people have their own things that they're trying to do, and it's like, oh man, why is this guy like pinging a location on the total other side of the map? And you know, I feel like skill levels do matter a little bit, you know. And I feel like if you're somebody who's really good at the game, and I'd say I'm like medium. I'm all right. I'm not bad or whatever. But if you're playing with somebody who is bad, you kind of got to know that, you know? So then you can be like, all right, I can't expect this person to pull something crazy, you know? And then it's still fun. It's still fine. I might leave that for the details for now. It's just such a hard game to do with no communication. So I kind of just go, I think I'd rather just do it solo. Who did you like out of the characters? I was honestly, I just loved Wilder and Raider. Those two just give me some big weapons, and they were a lot of fun. I did try. I think the only one I didn't really like was, is it Revenant? The one that summons? I didn't really like that one. But all the other ones seem pretty good. Oh, Executor was fun too. I feel like I wasn't as good as Executor, but he was fun. Yeah, the mage characters didn't really do it for me either. I tried a little bit of Iron Eye, and Iron Eye is cool too, but I feel like not so much for like solo. Because it takes so long to kill stuff. And then you're just kind of like playing catch up the entire time. I'm gonna do some stuff here. Kind of figure out my guy over here. I think one of the mages has like a Sister Freed skin though or something. And so that for me, I was like, damn, I wish I was good at this character, because that would be the skin for me. Let me wear the skin and clothes of those who have wronged me. Please. Okay, I think it's fine. I'll kind of figure it out from there. I think the last time that I played it as well, I got my ass beat by the Nameless King. He like came out of nowhere. And I think it already felt like one of those runs where I'm like, I need a few things to go right and I can save this run, but it's not going very well. And then just Nameless King comes up and I'm like, well, it was fun playing, y'all. I don't need to be doing the details on this layer. I'll make it harder on myself later. Do the tone. I don't like that line. I don't love it. Just feels so. I don't know. I don't know. That felt wrong. It felt wrong in my soul. I'm gonna do something different. That's alright. That's okay. I can live with that. Let me turn this off, see if I'm missing anything. I feel like I am. But I don't know what. I feel like this is still bothering me a little bit. I feel like it wouldn't. I don't know. I think his cheekbone would just stick out more. I think that's really the problem here. And then we gotta go back to the taxi. Erase these lines here. Alright, we can turn it back up. Alright, we gotta add some details now. You know what else? His head's kind of small. That's an easy fix. And I never erased this. Let's fix that. That's too big. That's too big. That seems about right. It would be nice to finish Night Rain, because I've heard good things about the last boss, but I haven't even attempted it. Can't forget the lapel. That's too low. What side do? Always forget. What side do men button up their shirt? It appears on this side, right? No, this side. I feel like this should be a little bit thicker in size because it's kind of coming out. Can't really tell from here, but it's going like this. And this side's going the other way. Oh, I didn't erase this either. There you go. I don't love the proportions, but also it's a small panel, so I might be overthinking. I mean, like, let's zoom out. I think I'm overthinking it. You'd see it. What's 100? Yeah, this would be about it. I think I'm overthinking it, so I don't think I need to go too crazy. Let's add some of that for a little bit of depth. Let's do the rest of the taxi. my goodness, this is not the line I want to draw. Like that. Okay. Oops. Oops. And then this is gonna have a little bit of thickness to it. I think it mostly just needs to be filled in with black. Whatever tone's underneath doesn't really matter. Man, I would freaking kill for like Mexican soup right now. But today I am making like spinach fried rice. That's what was requested today. Maybe it's a little bit thicker here. That feels right, I think, right? I think it's okay. It's not the most accurate perspective, but I think it's believable enough. Okay. I think we're getting somewhere. Oh, that's right. I think I meant by this that there's like the little light on the inside. You sometimes see on a taxi. Or just cars in general, I think. What are we looking like? I think the only thing is we do need a line that kind of indicates the floor a little bit. And also, you need a line here that's filled with black. Cool. I think we're good for tone. I think I'm just gonna do one at a time. I'm gonna start with him, Then I'll move on to the taxi. It's just less brain power I've got to exert because I'm running out. I'm eating microplastics on the daily, you know? They're saying no one can do it better. Oof, that's rough. Man, did Neo Wiz have to go so hard on the soundtrack for the DLC? Crazy. Is it eraser? I didn't feel like it erased much. Okay. Pants are darker. Go all the way up, and it does. Cool. It's always annoying how long it takes to fill in. True Grit can't fix that one. 'Cause not their problem. It's not their problem. Okay, we get his skin tone in here. Get these fancy little fingers in there. Yeah, I think that's good. Put the 40 tone in there, and then his dress shirt. Yeah, I think we just figure out where everything else goes. It's just that easy. I think this one, and this one, and that right there. Oh no, not that actually. I just realized what that is. Okay. Tires. Yep. This and this and this, and then I think the windows as well. And this all get kind of filled in. Oh, wrong layer, whoops. And the window. Oh, I hate this. I hate this pixelization. It's so annoying. There we go. What? I'm gonna save really quick because I gotta open up the last panel. I don't remember what tone I put the taxi at. I think it's 60, but I don't remember that for sure. So it might take a second. So we chill. I've only got a couple hours left. So I might only finish these top 3 panels. Well, 2 hours. I'm nearly done with this one. I don't think I'll finish the entire page, but I think I can get a good portion through. Come on. Okay, here we go. It does look like 60. See, it still needs to load a bit longer. Is this one? Yes, it is this one. And then we can turn off 60. Does a taxi turn off? It does. Perfect. We can just continue to do that. We close this. We don't need to save. All right. I see you. I see you. Okay. I think we can go 40 on... Oh, see how hideous that looks? I hate that that's part of the texture. I mean, nice thing is I've always been able to just move it out of the way. But... still, it's gross. It's gross. It's gross. Alright, everything else, we're just gonna make 40. Including you. If you don't stand out. And then you are all gonna be 20. Then we can just do the background, do the halftones. Oh, I didn't do the 20 for his shirt. I totally forgot. I even said that I was gonna do that out loud. And then I lied to everybody. This is my apology video for lying to all my fans about what tone I put down for his shirt. I've now corrected that mistake, and I hope you can forgive me. Floor is... yeah, the floor is going to be darker. Maybe darker than that. That's good with me. I see you. I see you down there. And you. Alright, and then we'll do a lighter texture for the top. Put the details back in. And then we can do halftones again. Hell yeah. I'm surprised with how much I like them. Alright. Oh, it's too big though. It's too big. We might have to go for like 30. And lower the brush size too. Ooh, I just noticed this ear didn't get filled in. Or something's going on here. Why is that the way it is? See what I mean? It's like not... what's going on there? Hello? What? I'm lost. I'm lost. I don't know what's going on. It's like there's white over the top on some layer. Could it it be up here? Like if I turn this off? Oh wait, wrong layer, huh? No, wait, what? Is it on here? What? What is going on? It's just like pixels of white for no reason. So you can fill that in. I can't fill this in. And it's not on there, it's here. You see that? And if I try to move the layer, the texture moves through it. And if I try to like fill that in. Oh, because I'm using the halftone brush. I was going crazy. I was like, what is happening? Man, I was I was losing it for a second. I'm doing it again. Okay. It's just a different way of working because I'm so used to the mask. All right. I think I'll just also do it down here as well. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense, kinda. Maybe. I just love how this halftone is so uneven. I love that. Okay. I just feel like you can use it like a spray, kind of. I think my favorite part is the halftones. I feel like it's gonna work for the speaker too. Yeah. As long as I clean it up a little bit. I gotta try those like vertical ones too, because they seem interesting. It just feels like it works, you know? I don't know how else to put it. It just feels like it works right. It does what I wish halftones did whenever I first played with them years ago, and I was like, halftones aren't for me. think the main thing is that I also kind of want, yeah, I want the brush size to be affected by the pen pressure. Yeah, yeah, that's beautiful. Beautiful. And I can be a little sketchy with it too. And I can always turn that off too if I need to. Like, that just felt so easy to do, you know? That's crazy to me. Does he have dialogue here, maybe? He does. Okay. We can add that in. It's gotta be in this. Okay. Do it there. And then okay. Oh, it didn't go where I wanted it to. Oh, that's also not where I wanted to. That's where I wanted to go. Cool. Yeah, take it easy. Talk to you soon. Okay. I wonder if I can do a... I'm lost in wherever I am. What layer was I supposed to be working in? Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. Okay. I think we go here. Well, we want to select this first. And then I kind of wonder if I can just do like a big spray of halftones. Like this. It's kind of laggy. It is kind of laggy. Let's try medium a little bit. Darken up some of this. I think that's good. And I think we're done with that panel. Now we go back here. We'll turn off this text for now. But we are working on you, which is mostly just background. Mostly just background. Okay, so details and background. Oops, sorry. Oops. Okay. I feel like I can talk a lot more while doing background. It's not too crazy. So one thing I did recently, and I encourage people to do this, is I saw it's a small artist residency. And I don't really do artist residencies. I don't really know that much about them, but from what I do know is that you have to live there, and I can't do that. So I don't do them. But there's this art residency that is at the studio nearby, and they had a screen printing workshop. Now, I will say, I thought it was more of a class, and it wasn't. It was kind of just like, show up, make your stuff, we'll help you out if you need some help, but just like do the damn thing. So, little different from what I expected, but it was fun. It was fun. It was cool, and you know, I encourage people to do stuff like that because, you know, the more you show up to things like that, the more people that do that, especially if you are in a, like, not the biggest city, and you're like, this city's not so artsy fartsy, I wish it was. And then you see stuff like that and you don't go, you know, like, that's why it's not, man, because people don't show up to stuff like that, you know. Your local public library might do stuff like that too, so keep an eye out for those things. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. They also had like a zine thing too, and like, you know what? Let me just bring it. Let me just bring it. I'll be right back. Okay, so I had no idea what I was gonna do when I got there. So I was kind of like, I should do something that I know, something that I'm already pretty good at. And what's cool is this actually gave me inspiration for one of the panels that's going to be towards the end of this comic that I redrew it. And then I realized, I was like, I think the old one is better. I think the old one is better. I don't think the new one's that good. But I still wanted to do something different. Like, just because the old one is better doesn't mean I wanted to do the old panel. And then I did this in the screen printing class, and I was like, this is it. This is what I need to do for that panel. And so I was thinking about when Ick eats the eyeball later on. And so I did a little stencil of Ick's face with an eyeball in its mouth. Let's see if I can show it off properly. That's it, right there. It's on a tote bag. This is a much bigger tote bag. I just have it folded. It's a little bit easier to carry. But it turned out pretty cool. And I put this on a little pink hoodie as well. Even though I don't know that I learned a ton, I never really got to like do a pressing. So that was new for me, but I knew how that stuff worked. Like when I was 18 or 19, I wanted to make my own little shirts for myself, so I bought a bunch of white tees and then just got some fabric markers and then cut out stencils and then did it that way, you know. So like it really wasn't all that different. Maybe just the inking process was a little bit more efficient, I guess. But it's cool because I got to learn a little bit about their art residency. I got to talk to some of those artists who also do art markets. And so it was nice. And they have some other event on Friday, maybe Saturday, I can't remember. It's like a whole day thing. So I don't know that I do the whole thing, but it was really cool because I think there was some interesting stuff going on there that I might go and check out if I've got the time. Most likely I have the time. But we'll see. We'll see. But I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. And I recorded a little bit of that process. I kept telling myself when I went there, because this is the big problem with me. This is just, oh, I wish this wasn't a problem for me. But I told myself, I was like, make sure you record and take pictures throughout the process because it would be cool to share this. And then I get all the way to inking it. I've inked the hoodie already. And I'm inking this canvas too, and I'm like, I was supposed to record stuff, and I haven't recorded a single thing. Not a thing. And so I had the guy there kind of like record me pressing it a little bit. But I was like, damn, man, like, why am I like this? But yeah, I might make a little short video off of that. Because I think it's fun. I think it's cool. I think screen printing is cool. And I feel like a lot more people like that kind of stuff over digital things, you know? And I won't add my own opinion into that, but... Alright. We do that. And we add some of this steam, I guess. Oops, that's not it. Nah. Okay. Alright. Let's turn this off really quick. Alright, so we just need some stuff in the foreground. A little bit. I kind of want, like, it to be a mixture of grass and, like, running, or, like, still water, maybe? I don't know. Alright. Okay. I don't know if I like the bottom of this. It kind of feels weird. I'll figure it out. Because some of these parts are also going to be kind of grassy. I haven't really thought about this more than just now, so... Oops, oops, oopsie. Alright. I think having some stuff like that would make it feel a little more natural. Oh my god, my cat just farted so bad. It's so gross. It's so bad. It's gonna be notorious that she's just like a stinky, smelly kitty. She is though, man. She really is. I love my cat, man, but she's got a horrendous bowel movement. Like, oh my god. And like I've had other cats, man. Like they've not been they've not been this bad. Whew. Oh my god, I have to like I think maybe she didn't like do it in the right spot or something. Oh my god, it's really bad. I'll be right back. Oh man, this girl. Yeah, she missed the litter box. Oh my god. Yeah, I was like, it's gotta be more than that, cause when just a bad fart, cause, you know, sometimes it's just it'll pass, you know, it'll pass, and then this one was not passing. This one was getting worse. I was like, oh, I think maybe she might have forgot where she was supposed to go. And she was just hanging out too. She was just like, yeah, this is normal. This is normal for this to happen. This is fine. Okay. Alrighty. I think we're good to maybe just add some details throughout. Yeah, let's do it. Alright, cool, cool. This is looking right. This looks correct. This looks legal. Yeah, it's good enough for me. Good enough for me. Alright. Bunch of trees down. We're going for more. We're going for more. Okay. Bushes are a little harder for me, I think. I won't lie about that. I think I haven't cracked the code on doing that kind of mindlessly. It still feels wrong sometimes. Still think pretty heavily. I don't know, like I don't love that bush, you know? I don't know, I could take it or leave it. You should practice them more. I gotta practice bushes. I gotta practice fur. I gotta practice... There was something else. There was something else. I mentioned it recently. Come on. Come on. Access your short-term memory. You got this. You got this. Just think. Think. Ugh. Nah, I don't think I got it. What was it? What was it? Oh, was it clouds? I think it was clouds. Yeah, I think it was clouds. And it's not that I like can't do it. I think it's just like it's very hard still to do it without a reference in front of me. Which, I mean, the right move is just pull out the reference, dude. I guess I'm just being lazy right now. And I didn't do the back part of this. What am I doing? That's why this looks so awkward. Okay. All right. The other thing, I think like rocks would be nice to practice a little bit too. Although I think I've gotten better as I've started doing more stuff in the caves. I've just kind of intuitively figured some of that stuff out. So rocks to me doesn't feel like a huge, well, I mean like it is a priority because I will be doing a lot of stuff with rocks, but I feel like I'm farther along with rocks than I am with like bushes and fur. I think bushes is probably the one I'm weakest at. I just, I don't know, something about just regular ass bushes is like not clicking with me. Okay. Let's make sure this is just closed off, huh? Don't get into any issues later on. Just kind of want to texture this like it's a swampy grass, you know? It's not really swampy. I think it's just flooded. It's like a flooded forest. This is not closed off either. Alrighty. Did I not finish that line? What was I thinking? What was I thinking? You think you could get away with that? You thought wrong, man. You thought wrong. Book 'em, boys. Caught 'em red-handed. Throw him in the slammer. It would be a crime back in the 90s, man. I think that was like one of the big things about illustrating and animating back then is like close your lines, close your lines. No, that don't matter so much anymore. Not like it did. All right. And this details process, the details process, the halftone process. Oh, I love it. I love it. I might waste so much time on it though. That's kind of the bad part about liking it so much is that you might waste too much time working on that. All that. But I do think it like the more time you put into it, like you get a return on it, man. You know, it's just like maybe you don't need to detail everything so heavily. Maybe it's not necessary, but like it does make it look nice, man. It does make it look pretty nice. It's pretty good. All right. Let's close that off. We didn't close that off before. Okay. I gotta stretch a little bit. No. No, no, no. Let's just do it like that. We don't have to connect the line. Oh, man. So like a reflection of something in my window. Like I saw a reflection here of the window behind me. And I'm not on the first floor. So like nothing could peek at my window. And there's nothing that like a bird can sit on out there. It's pretty like flat. And I just saw something moving in the reflection. That's my cat jumping onto the couch to look out the window. We in Bloodborne territory now? Are we happy with this? Yeah, mostly. I think I just want to add a little bit to the water. Okay. Classic hunter's dream. I think I say that every time, man, because that cello, it just brings me back to like 2 years ago. Ish, something like that. I think we can go a little bit bigger with this one here. Ugh, I'm not doing what I want to be doing. There we go. Okay. I like that. I like that. I'm happy with this. Now we just put in the tone, put in the half tone. And we're good. We're good. What time is it? Because I do have a hard deadline. Okay. I think we have enough time. What is the next panel? Oops, wrong one. Enough time maybe for the line work. I don't know if we'll finish it. But we'll try. We'll give it a good, solid college try. Oh, man. I'm so cold. What's up, kitty girl? Oh, you're hungry? Well, you got 2 hours still. You still got 2 hours before dinner. Sorry. Sorry, girly. You're on a diet. Put on like too many pounds. Those aren't my words, those are the doctors. Alright. I think we can go with 40, maybe? I'm unsure how to tone this right now. I'm a little unsure. Now, we can go over him, right? It's not gonna show through. Nice. Nice. Good. Good, 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 good. That also means here, because I just realized I missed this as well. That is here, I think. Here. Yeah. Half tone. We can throw that in there as well. Yeah, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just so I don't go crazy looking at that. Oh yeah, it's okay. We'll tackle that later. And then you. I think we can go for 60 and not get arrested for being a terrible artist. I think we're allowed to do that. I think that's okay. Yeah? Maybe? Let's see what happens. It's taking its time. This one's taking a minute. I don't know. I think I like it darker. Maybe not that dark though. Maybe you are actually 80. And the trees are darker. Yeah? The trees are lighter. Kinda works. I think we go here. We turn you to 90. Okay? And we go here. And we turn you to 70. I think that makes the most sense. Background. Alright, I've had enough. I've had enough, I'm sorry. Okay. We just want like a light texture. Might even be lighter than this. Yeah, I think it needs to be lighter than that. But then you, this little foggy smoke thing, is the lightest texture of all. Even lighter. There we go. Bang. Okay, there's some like hideous stuff going on right here. Some stuff that's hideous. We don't want that. Oh. I'm gonna hit save because it's being a little bit slow. Little bit slow. That's okay. We saved up? We are saved up. Cool. Back at it here. Is it grainy? That was grainy 60 that I was at, I think. Yeah. What's the size? It's supposed to be 60 as well. Okay. And also, you are not correct. You're wrong. There we go. Alrighty. What is it with me in saying that, man? It's like I'm an Ace Ventura fan or something. What the hell? Yeah, I think my overall verdict is, especially for comics, halftone. The halftone from True Grit. I don't think it's beat, man. I don't think you can beat it. It's really good. It's really easy to use. I guess I kind of wish that they also maybe provided the texture for each one of them. That could be cool. But I don't know, it's not necessary. It's okay. I'm still gonna get along with what I've got. So yeah, there's a lot of this stuff here where just kind of didn't quite catch. Oh, I'm suddenly so hungry. I'm so hungry now. I gotta eat something after I'm done with this. Oh, that's not a halftone. See, that's what I gotta get used to is not using the mask of a texture and actually just using a straight up brush. It's just a very specific brush. It adds an extra click, It adds an extra click. It's not that bad. I can actually make it a shortcut, which I probably will, because I can just turn it into like one of these subtools instead. And I think that would be best. Because then I can just press my brush button again to switch over to it. And then we're in business. Yeah, I think overall, halftone has been my favorite part of it all. The brushes, I think I need to just find a slightly different brush than what I am now, because it's a bit too clean. And I know it's literally called like the clean brush or whatever, but it's the same one I was using before, and the texture would come up a little stronger. Because it was clean, but it wasn't like super clean. And I do love my brush not to have texture in it, but on the edges. I do like that. So, because that's not showing up so much anymore, I'll probably just play around and see if I can find a different one that does have that a little bit. And then maybe do a panel testing out that brush. And then kind of give my thoughts on it. But overall, I do think that it's a worthwhile investment if you can swing it. And I say that not like it's not the worst, for everything that I got, which is not just like the line brush, but it's like a huge set of line brushes. It's a huge set of halftones. It's a huge set of, well, not huge, this one's a little bit smaller, but it's a big set of like real kind of graphite or charcoal type of brushes. Not this one. There's stippling brushes, decent amount. And then a like color tone palette thing. So you can like do this. Like this is what's cool, right? You could do this. This is, I think, no. Where am I looking? I'm looking for this one. No. Is it? Maybe it is. Then I do this. Then I do that. Oh, it creates a color, It creates a color. And they have a whole guide for it. So that's pretty cool too. You can get it for like $50 right now. And it's on sale for Black Friday. So I think the first time I got it, I also got it on Black Friday. So I would say it's worth waiting for a sale, but if you're interested, they are on sale right now. I think they went on sale today, maybe. Can't remember, because I was gonna check out their new stuff. That's kind of why I even thought to grab it. It's just funny that I ended up basically grabbing the same stuff, but for, what's it called? Clip Studio. It's just I've pretty much left Photoshop behind. I still use it sometimes, but it's just not, it's not my everyday anymore, you know? Yeah, it claims to be industry standard too, and it just doesn't feel that way. It just really doesn't. And I think what sucks is I think people will still think it's industry standard because it's gonna have all these AI tools within it, and I think that's whack. That seems really whack to me. Let's just get into the Subnautica stuff, man. Yeah. It's a bit too grand, man. Bloodborne it's got its own vibe, and it doesn't play well with other vibes, you know? I'm trying to curate a vibe here. There it is. There it is. Actually, I kind of fixed this with the halftone. Is it you? I think it is. Move that up. Whoops, whoops, what's going on? I think I'm gonna do that halftone spray in the back as well. I like it so much in this one, you know? So we do a selection here. Then we can do maybe rough light, do pretty big. Maybe. Oh, I'm selecting the wrong thing. I need to select this one. And then do it. Yeah. Let's get medium as well. Get it up here. Cool. All right, now this text needs to come back. We also, let's see. What does that say? What the hell does that say? I've got to run if I'll make it. I feel like you could say something a little better than that, but I get the point. I get the point. Let's see. Let's do it like this. We'll turn this off as well. Let's do it a little bit bigger. That's interesting how it does that, huh? I actually kind of like that. Haven't really thought about using those layers that way. That's cool. Maybe it's more like this. Cool. All right, we did that one. Go us. Go us. We did this together. All right. 5 layers, actually. 5 layers. We need speed lines. We need details. We need Z. Imp. In the background. That's what we need. Let's try a different brush. What could we use? What's natural brush? Interesting. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. Let's also turn this off. This one might be it. This is what I used. I don't know. What's Mr. Legit? It's kind of got, like, it kind of needs to be layered. That's too textured. What is this? That's a maybe. That's a maybe. Blue Note Bleeder. Maybe too textured. Chalky Chisel. Yeah, I didn't think that one would work. Fashionista. Nope. Fashionista Contrasty? Nope. What else we got? The Sludger. It does have some transparency though, which I don't like. Acrylic. Nah. Blotty? No. No. Noisemaker. That is a nightmare. That is a nightmare to use. For the way that I do this stuff. Let's go up. Go to Rusty Nibs. See, it's this gap here, this kind of stuff, that is a nightmare to work with for me. I hate that stuff. And then this one, I think I've used this before and it's way too textured. That's a thing, man. That is a thing. Too textured. The Chisla, too textured. No. Smooth natural nib. Not enough. Noisy nib? Nope. Copier pen. What about this one? No. This one? No. This one? No. Round felt. Ooh. Oh, it doesn't have like... Oh, well, maybe we can just turn it on. No. That's a mistake to do that. Distress? I think this one might be the one, dude. No, it wasn't this one. Which one was it? Canif? I think it was. I think it was Canif. Okay. We're going to try that one out. See how it feels. And then, yeah, I guess I'll compare it to my other previous brush. So we would have used Canif, and we would have used the classic brush liner rough. Okay, the weight of this one is so heavy. Like, you see this? You see this right here? I don't love that. See how, like, yeah, you see how it's like starting in a different direction? This is already like a no. No matter how I do it. This is a cool idea, but it doesn't feel right for line art. I don't know. What was the Blue Note Bleeder? What is this one? Wonder Brush Dry. Yeah, no. It's the one that's streaky. No. Damn. You know what? I think, was it one that was not so... Which one's the least textured of the rusty nibs? It might be one. I think it is one. Let's try one. We'll do that one instead. I feel like I can already tell that this one will be a problem in the tones. You know? It's just not... This... Alright, let me turn this off. This right here. See like how pixelized it is? Let's close this off. Let's test it out right now. Close this off, okay? And then I go into my tones, and I go, oh, I'd like to select this. We'll even expand it, and then fill it. And let's fill it with a medium tone, because we want to be able to see very clearly what it fills and what it doesn't fill. I could be wrong, but I just think that those breaks in the line are going to be really awkward. So, we'll see. It's taking a while. I feel like 60 is the worst one. I don't know why I picked 60. Yeah. So it's not as bad as I thought. But, like, it is annoying to have little dots like this and this and this and this. And the tips are, like, those are understandable. This is not, I don't get why this is not filled in. You know? Especially because I expanded it, you know? So it's like, the tips I kind of get because they kind of point. It happens. So, I don't know. Let's turn this back on. I don't think I want to use this brush either. There is the chroma something, but these I think are going to be pretty sketchy as well. Yeah, because they're like more like graphite or something. What's a waxy nib look like? Ugh, no, that would be worse. Because I need it to work small. Oh, wait a minute. Thing is, this is the smallest the brush goes. That's pretty big. It's a pretty big brush. Milady brush pen. No thanks. Yeah, these are, I mean, they're all really interesting. I just don't know that I'd want to use them for line art. What was the... This one was the... Very clean one. It just has transparency. That's the problem with the natural one. Is that it has transparency. And so does the legit one. So if I... Maybe I can just lower the pen pressure. Like, what is... Can I do this? And then maybe it's like not as... You see, this is the problem, man. I hate that. Like, I just want you to turn normally. But every time I turn, it blots. That time it didn't. Why are you blotting so much? Like, what if I did 2 on the particle size? It's hard turns. It's always hard turns. Rounded turns, great. Hard turns, it's kind of blotting. That particle size does seem to change it. Let's try it. Let's try it one more time. We'll give it another shot here. It's like, I don't know how you would expect somebody to never make a hard turn in their drawing. Like, you draw edges, you know? See, that's kind of hideous. I think I'm still standing behind, like, I think the halftones are the best part of it all. Some of the other stuff I can kind of take or leave. And again, I haven't tried all of it. I think the color stuff, I don't do color, so I can't really give a strong opinion on it. But the color stuff does seem really cool. Like being able to recreate the old CMYK color palette of, you know, Golden Age comics. That's cool. Alright, this is gonna kind of go not like I did it in the storyboard. I don't know. I mean, if I'd love to talk to somebody who made some of these brushes to kind of get a better understanding of like how they might expect you to use them for line art. This is just wrong. This is just wrong. Because it doesn't feel natural to do that. This is still wrong. That's crazy. Get rid of this. All right. We might only just get through his line art and not much else because, yeah, I do have to go for that appointment later. Let's just fill this in now. All right. Now that I've lowered the particle, I mean, I just saw it mess up again. But it does feel better. It does feel better. I don't know. I just like it when the brush makes your drawing feel a little messier, sketchier because it's textured, like on the edges. But it still can like read pretty well with the tone. I don't like it when it makes it feel messy because it'll add extra bits to your line like that. That's kind of what's got me going, nah, I don't know. Because I like those textured brushes that I was just looking at. They're not bad brushes. They're cool brushes. I just can't use them for this purpose because it's gonna look weird when I add in tone. See that's annoying. So annoying. I might have to just play around with some brushes off stream and see what I can figure out. Because maybe the one I was using before is probably just the best one. It's just going to be less texture than what I'm used to. But I might be able to just up it a little bit in the settings. Okay. It does feel a little extra hard to control the line weight as well. I wish I had a little bit more control over that. Sometimes it just kind of increases. It's very clearly the pen pressure, but it's just very sensitive as well. All right. I'm just gonna close that off for now. Oh, Justin want to get to his hand. Do that first. Oh my god, this is so annoying to deal with. It's not my favorite. Not my favorite brush. think that kind of goes... Oof, kind of a rough line. Let's move this over so I can get a little bit closer to the tablet. And then fill these 3. Yeah, that doesn't totally look quite right. Feels like... I'll leave it for now. I'll figure it out as I go. But I'll probably have to put a stop to it there. Actually, I need to make sure I don't forget this here. Just fill this in. Yeah, I don't know. That brush feels a little odd, but we'll be fine. Oh my goodness, it's not your dinner time. It's not your dinner time. Okay, well, I mean, overall, got a lot of good progress in, considering the fact that this is like 3 panels in one, actually. So I'm all right with the way it looks. But I guess it's about time for me to head out. Gotta get some other stuff done. Got an appointment. Got a chubby little kitty who is hungry. So, I thank you for hanging out. I will probably be live tomorrow. Let's find out. Yeah, probably. It's possible I'll end early for that, or start late for the art residency event thing. I guess I didn't realize tomorrow is Friday. So, I'll see. But I'll probably still be live at some point. So maybe early, maybe late. Who knows? Depends on what time that thing is at. But, yes, I will, yeah, I guess I'll just show up when I show up. Sorry, I was thinking about, like, if I have anything else to add. But not really. I just have some small shorts coming out. If you haven't seen the full-length videos that have just come out, check them out. They're cool. I think they're cool. That's why I made them. Maybe you think they're cool and you can let me know. Or if they're uncool, you can just dislike the video too. That works too. I'll get the hint and it'll be anonymous. No problem. No feelings hurt here. But anyways, thank you for hanging out. We'll get this comic done soon, and we will have a big old party then. But I'm just rambling now, so I'm gonna head out. See ya!